What's up YouTube, Erod212 here with another video. So we're back with another episode of the Back 9. Let's see what the guys at CBSI have cooked up for us this time. Alright, so like I said, the Back 9 this week, they're going to be presenting another fire topic. Let's take a look at the topic right now. But before we do that, if you're not subbed up or following CBSI online, take a look at their website. Just fantastic content. I'm going to put a link in the description below. Also, big shout out to my man Phil from Vintage Comics and Toys for setting up this list and compiling all of this information. I know it takes a lot of work and all the contributors that go along. So this week's topic is going to be Best Atlantis Keys, Cover Plays, and Variants. So Phil writes, there is a lot of talk of Namor and other related characters entering the MCU in Black Panther 2. Submariner 1's and Fantastic Four's 33, the first appearance of Atuma, went through the roof in a hot market earlier this year. And I can attest to that. Atuma was everywhere and people were buying the book up anywhere from that mid to a higher range. The book was flying. I think now is a good time to get some Namor related keys before the market goes up again. I couldn't agree more. There's just some really good spec stuff out there that is still affordable. But let's take a look at what these guys are looking at. So Jack Kornblatt writes, Black Panther #1, the Namor variant. This book is potentially a perfect storm for Wakanda forever. If Namor shows up in that movie, this book will see a huge bump in value. And if Shuri, whose first appearance is in this book, takes on the Black Panther mantle, all bets are off. This book is dirt cheap now and has a clear, reasonable path to much greater value. Don't miss out. I would be surprised nobody here has picked Invaders 1, and in issue it reprints Namor's first appearance. Correct. Invaders, I've talked about this title before in the past. Just a great run. It took Golden Age characters that hadn't been in books for a while and teamed them all up during a World War II event. So you had Captain America and his sidekick Bucky. You had Namor, and you had the original Human Torch, and you had Toro. And then they added some other characters, which now are starting to be getting a little more steam. You see a Union Jack in there, Spitfire, Baron Blood, all kinds of characters like that. But really good pick. This Black Panther book you used to see in the shops all the time, $2 a pop, all day long. A good pickup, especially now, like he says, if Shuri does become the Black Panther. Now, Peter Renner picks a fire book. This is Squadron Supreme number 13, the 1 in 25 variant. I remember this book coming out, and the fury for everyone to try and get this book was real. There's a couple of big-time collectors in the community that have this book already. I have never owned this book, but would love to. And Pete writes, I'll take Squadron Supreme number 13, the 1 in 25 variant. My favorite Namor cover for sure, and tough to find. Like he said, you guys see, I go to shows a lot. You don't see this book that often. It's being swallowed up and held in communities. Remember, Squadron Supreme was a book that wasn't printed. The print run on that is not too high, so the 1 in 25s, if there's 1,000 plus on them, I would like to know the print run on that, but it's not a high print run book. And now, Terry Harkness writes, his pick is Submariner number 25. We get the origin of Atlantis in the Silver Age and one of the first issues to address ocean pollution and environmental politics in comics. Neat and nostalgic story. And this is true. When Marvel starts taking on conscientious viewpoints on things, that resonates with a lot of people. It's amazing what you can do with the power of writing, because think about, just what people have written in the past about books and how it has influenced society later on in life. Some books just stay with us forever because of their viewpoints. I mean, the X-Men is one of the biggest ones. They touch on everything from racism and equality and everything else, and it just carries over forever. All right, so now the foreign comic guru picks Agents of Atlas number 4, another book that you could find in the back issue bins cheap. This issue has the first modern age Namora in 616 continuity. In this issue, the agents of Atlas find Namora's coffin and discover that there's a holographic projection of her remains which hid a still alive Namora. The team revives her and she joins the agents of Atlas. Previous issues were flashback cameos and were from another reality in Earth 700. I just learned something new today. Foreign Comic Guru is that, a guru. Learn something new from him all the time. I've had this series in my hands, and just passed right through it. I might have to give this a read now. Topher picks a fire book. Look at this. Anytime you get a Golden Age Submariner, this is Submariner number 31. I mean, just look at the artwork on it. You could tell it's real early age, Golden Age. Submariner number 31 is the origin of Atlantis and the issue where it was named. That carries a lot of significance, where it was named, the origin of it. I mean, that's everything that this topic just touches on. I like this pick a lot. I had never seen that book. Van Denby picks Namor Best Defense, and this is the Chris Stevens 1 in 50 variant. Just a beautiful cover. You see Namor controlling all of Atlantis, all the creatures under the sea. Really nice. There isn't many variants I love to chase for Namor, but this is a must-have. I agree. Again, another one I am not familiar with, but really liking this cover. You know what? Like you guys, I pick up things from this and this is why I use CBSI all the time. Book like that I didn't know about. I'll probably be looking for something like this just because of the cover, because I do chase covers. And you'll see some other stuff here, and it goes along with that. So here's what I'm talking about. Submariner Volume 2. The 2007 run, issues 1 through 6. Chris Nelms writes, the covers are some of these artists' best work. When Namor hits the MCU, expect these cheap covers to climb like the Grey Annihilation covers did in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And he's absolutely right. If you followed those Annihilation covers, anything that had Annihilation Conquest, the Nova series, all those Delato covers just flew through the roof. If you're paying attention, issue number 1 is the late, great Michael Turner. Issue number 2 on this is Delato. I know I believe it's 4 and 6, maybe 5 also are David Finch covers. I know I used to buy the Submariner cover every time I saw it just because it was a Michael Turner cover. I'm a big Michael Turner fan. Fortunate enough to own some books that were signed by Michael Turner that were verified. And a guy who's gone way before his time, I would have loved to have seen what his work would have been like now. Josiah Ocampo, he takes Namora number 1. Marvel did a Woman of Marvel's one-shot some time ago, and many ladies got their moment to shine. Although it did not lead to an ongoing, it's still the only Namora solo title since the original Golden Age run. Plus, the main cover is a Sweet Hans cover. Also, that's a Stephanie Hans cover. Look at that. Man, again, another beautiful cover. All of these books, for the most part, affordable books that we can get into now before it just starts blowing up. Because we've seen what's happened with Doctor Doom. We've seen what happened with Wolverine, and anybody who gets mentioned like that, all of these secondary and tertiary books just take off. And now my man Phil picks Submariner number 19. I love this cover. This is sort of a secret spec. I have not seen anyone talk about this key on spec sites or spec shows, but whenever I see the first appearance of Stingray for a market price, it is gone within a matter of minutes. He can play a good guy or a bad guy. Great selection. These early, like Bronze Age Submariner books, some of those covers are just beautiful. Even if you go earlier on when you got like 6 and 5, and when he's fighting Triton in issue 2, I believe that is. Just some gorgeous covers going on. And I would scoop these up at a cheap rate right now. I'll pick these up every day. Matter of fact, I've been picking up some of these Submariner titles just because of the cover art. And if you want to see what the bonus pick is, because there is not 1 but 2 bonus picks this week, head on over to CBSI's website and take a look at the bonus content there. And you'll be surprised because there's some real good information on there. And now my bonus pick is going to be this book here. Yes, affordable, and it tells the origin of Namor. How much more can you want? The original book is probably out of most people's price point. This book is not. That's it for this week. I hope you guys liked what we did with the back 9. If you like this stuff, take a look at this episode of the Back Nine, you really like the information on there. And also take a look at this episode because you're going to like the information on that also. Until my next video,